Hello everyone and welcome back to Voxel Tales. My name is Dan, and I haven't been thinking big enough. After last episode, I got to thinking that it was time we upgraded our diamond gear to netherite. To do that, we need netherite ingots. To get those, we need to combine 4 gold ingots with 4 pieces of netherite scrap. And to get that netherite scrap, we have to smelt ancient debris. All that in itself is a massive faff, but worst of all, ancient debris is quite rare, and I honestly don't feel like mining all over the place for it in the nether. So just use the drill dozer, you might say. Well, I thought about that, but thing is, the drill dozer doesn't mine that big of an area, and it's not especially quick. So I've spent a few hours gathering bits for what I hope will make this whole endeavour, and in theory future endeavours, a lot faster. But before we can build anything, I need to take care of a problem I have with my shoes. To the zombie grinder! There's nothing like starting your day with a nice experience shower, serenaded by the sound of zombies being repeatedly punched in the face. That'll do. So what do I need all this experience for anyway? Well, as you know, we have a grindstone in the basement that can transfer enchantments onto books for us. Well, behind the scenes, every time I've found a bit of gear with a cool sounding enchantment on it, I've been grinding it off and storing it. I'd combined a bunch of obviously boot-related enchantments into one book, and last night I finally got around to getting enough XP together to add the enchantments to my boots. As you can see, my boots now have a quite healthy list of enchantments, including double jump, which is where the problem lies. Probably just easier if I show you. Hup! Hup! Ow! Hup! Hup! Oh! See, I can double jump now, which is great. I just break my ankles when I land, which is, less great. Luckily, there's a fairly easy solution. We need to negate fall damage, and for that, we need feather falling. Luckily for me, my enchanting table lets me re-roll the available enchantments, and I'm more than stubborn enough to stand here until I get the one I want. Luckily for you, I can fast forward to when that happens. It's a win-win. There we go, feather falling 4. That's just what the doctor ordered. So I'll just pop off my shoes for a second and we'll get this added on. Okay, let's see. Ha! Ha! Ow! Well, that does hurt less, but it's still not ideal. I remember when I was fiddling with the grapple hook mod that there was some long fall boots that I couldn't make for some reason. Right-click grapple hook modifier block with feather falling 4 diamond boots. Cancels fall down. Yeah, it was because I didn't have feather falling 4. But now we do. You are not permitted to make long fall boots here. What? But my boots are gone. What? And yet I have long fall boots anyway. Methinks this is another one of those don't question it situations. Quick test. Oh yes, much better. Oh, I should try it with the grappling hook. Okay. Well, that sucked. Try again. Hop! And on the roof. To the windmill. No. To the lamppost. Hop! Haha! And then spider down to irises. No, rope's not long enough. To the greenhouse. Oh, there's a chest up there. How'd I miss that before? Ooh, there's a tome in here. Yoink. I'll check the zombie grinder for any more before we use it. Survey says 2 more. Nice. And we'll go with strength, intelligence, and luck. Right then, I guess it's about time we got some work done. In this chest, I have collected 256 drills. This is because one Minecraft chunk is 16 by 16 blocks that extend all the way down to bedrock and up to build height. We could make a device that starts at build height and mines down to bedrock. But ancient debris spawns most often around Y level 14, so to maximise our gathering, we're going to start at that level and have a 16 by 16 wall moving forward, collecting everything in sight. So let's get building it. Yeah, this job calls for the quadricopter. You know, it might be slow, but I really kind of love this thing. Just thinking on, I'm gonna probably need these casings. I ought to put some bars up to stop our resident dipstick from wandering into the nether. Anyway, back to drills. Behold, the wall. Imagine that just marching forward, chewing through the landscape, unfeeling, unyielding. Alrighty, next step is to change this thing from a wall of drills into a contraption that can actually move. Luggage, you ready for this, buddy?
Yes!
What are you carrying right now, anyway? Where'd you get a chicken head from?
I don't know.
I was about to get started, but as is often the case, I got distracted. Where's that zombie noise coming from? Gotta be down here somewhere. Where are you little bugger? There you are. And now you aren't. Right, now with that little distraction out of the way... God, that's imposing. It's also getting dark, so we shall continue this in the morning. Okay, so I can't quite remember how to do this, so I'm just going to put the drill dozer here, and then I can copy what I did before. Okay, it's coming back to me, so the front deployers are 2 up from the ground, and the others are 3 up. Alright, you lot don't need to watch me do this again, so I'll bring you back in once it's ready. And there she is, guys, the Chunk Eater. If there's ancient debris in that 16 by 16 space, she's gonna find it. It's the same self-track laying design as the drill dozer, just without the outer pod. And I'm sure that decision won't come back to bite me. So I guess we should just pick it up and set it loose on an unsuspecting nether landscape. Marvellous. Actually, before we do that, let's officially christen the Chunk Eater. Is it in any way necessary? No. Am I going to do it anyway? Absolutely. That's just how we roll here. I'm going to take some netherrack for it to use as a path block. I mean, it should easily collect enough to sustain itself, but just in case, we shall make sure that it has some preloaded and available. Alright crew, to the nether. Yep, still the same hellscape that I remember. Well, here looks like as good a spot as any for a test run. You know what I love about zombie piglins? If you don't bother them, they don't bother you, which is more than a lot of humans can manage in my experience.
Oi, you are not wearing gold! We never know what you're suit around here.
Trust me mate, you don't want to do this.
Oh, I think I do.
Told you. Okay, let's finish setting this up. Just lock rotation and... Oh, what the... Jesus! Well, you're a big boy, aren't you? Ah! Oh good, there's a ghast as well. Ow! Okay, step 1, create distance. Ow! 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 Even the sudden terrain's got it in for me. Right, let's see if we can get that ghast to help us. Hey, big lad. I've got cream cakes over here if you think you can take them.
Ooh, cream cakes from little man.
That's it, right in line. Hup! Ah, missed him. I guess we'll do this the old-fashioned way.
Cream cakes.
Here! Ha! And dead. Right, now we play tennis with a ghast. Ow! Sadly, I'm rubbish at it. Wait, it died. I mean, of course it died. If anybody asks, I'm totally taking credit for that. And it would appear that the chunk eater is no worse for wear. Excellent. I just need to load the deployers and we can set her off. And go. Still slow, but makes up for it in sheer landscape removal. I'll just gather these up and follow it for a bit, I suppose. So far so good, I'd say. Well, we've hit a lava lake, but it should bridge over it no problem. Although that might be an issue. I'm just going to bridge around that if it's all the same to everybody. Lovely job. Right, that'll do for this thing's maiden voyage. It's dumping stuff all over, so the chests must all be full. So let's just gather everything up and get back to the portal. Ho ho ho, and we are back. Let's see how much of the good stuff we got. And... none. 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 Haha! Nothing. What, really? None? None. Great. Well, I guess I'll get all this unloaded and packed away, and then I should probably look up the best biomes to find ancient debris.
Probably should have done that to start with.
Probably should have done that to start with. Right, I've tidied everything away and I've done my research. We need to find some nether waste and remember that we need to start at Y level 14. Also, because there's a lot of hazards in the nether, I'm going to take the quadricopter with me so we can fly over them while we follow behind the chunk eater. Can we just fly this thing through the portal? Might be a bit snug. Go on, you can fit! Yeah, that's not going to work. Oh, well, as soon as I get off it, it goes through. Sounds about right. So, let's see if we can find ourselves some nether wastes. Aha! Nether wastes. Right, so, next job is getting down to Y14. Which is not a job for the quadricopter. Whoa, lava! And off she goes. Or not, as the case may be. What are you stuck on? Take two. There we go, now she's away. Oh, look, first bit of ancient debris. Unfortunately, I soon ran into a small problem. Oh, that's a lot of lava. Good job I brought the quadricopter. That small problem soon ballooned into a massive problem. Oh, that's just a wall of lava. Can I go round it, perhaps? Well, this isn't good. No! Have we just mined straight into a lava lake? Crap baskets! By significantly more luck than judgment, I was able to skirt around the lava lake and reconnect with the chunk eater as it passed through a small gap between the lake it had just left and the new one. Right, it's time to get out of here, I think. That was much too close for comfort. Back home, I was happy to discover that we had done much better ancient debris-wise than we had the first time. Yes, 20 pieces. Add that to the 2 we found ourselves, and that should translate to a decent amount of netherite gear. Excited to get started, I left the unloading for now and went straight to the basement to smelt up our scrap. Got some gold together, and made 5 whole netherite ingots. These were quickly applied to our helmet, chest plate, leggings, backpack, and pickaxe. Right then, that's where we're going to leave off for this episode. I'm going to go and unload the chunk eater, and then I think we're going to have some kind of rethink of it. We got lucky with retrieving it this time, but there's too much of a risk that it's going to just mine straight into some lava sea and then be completely unretrievable. But that's a future me problem. As always, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the show, then help us grow by subscribing and leaving us a cheeky like and a comment below. I've been Dan, this has been Voxel Tales, and until next time, be good. And if you can't be good, don't get caught. Bye guys.